né? Como ele foi fazendo o apaixonamento. Até o momento que eu estava não solucionando. Tanto que é uma ele, tá? Todo mundo quiser ela não. E que é tipo assim, a chave lá de casa. Teve uma vez que eu não dá o trabalho. E eu dormi. Ele foi chamando para ir. E eu não sabe o que eu acordei? Porque o relógio foi o corredor tocou. Eu fiquei na minha aula.
Uau!
Well, I have to.
Alltså typ.
Saída por lá mesmo? Ah, caralho, try to do.
Ali também, né?
Into what?
Church.
You see the level of the
Se deu certo, sabe? Gente, vamos então. Vitória! Cara, a única placa que é pelo Coliseu. Eu acho mais seguro a gente voltar e sair logo pelo Coliseu do que andar mais pela lá e depois não ter saído.
Vamos lá, mais movimentado. É isso. All the time.
Vamos acelerar.
If you follow me, we have a little bit, yes, a little right hand to
States before beautiful.
time to become a mystic. Welcome.
Marche pas dessus.
Allez, go, go.
Now that you have this whole thing about that's what kills people is falling.
Right?
Dammi la mano a me.
Moi, c'est à côté là, moi, c'est
Non, mais plus, mais plus.
The other short side, there you came three of these 6 rooms, because these are the 6 bedrooms you see that
It's very comfortable.
were made of one piece of marble, but separate and also they This typical reddish brickstones. Let me teach you some. See our wheels are these big regular holes. Well,
Let's go out here first. I want to see this.
Voy a ir entrando.
The good luck. The women.
Non, la moitié de la piste supporte, l'autre moitié c'est des carreaux. C'est quelle heure, maman? Je crois que non.
You said 2 white lines.
So we're almost done?
Bubbles. Yeah, bubbles. So this would be the second one. You never know. Could have been 50. Could have been 2 white.
Yeah.
There's your workout for today.
Ja, lijst.
Ja.
Nou, je kan laten No. Ecco.
Huh?
It's a gallery with beautiful sketches of John Renton, and also one with Anyway, dei gladiatori used to wear symbolic soldiers and gladiators in society was possible to recognize the salary of a gladiator, which at the economic So this was the boys' level. This here was a covered corridor.
Oh, but not the whole thing.
Right downstairs. Okay, there are in which people to drink, you see. So this was Round my situation. Need to go first. Come in the best position for a nice picture. Yeah. Don't be desperate if you don't understand. There is another half an hour of explanations. So just go find your position. For the picture, enjoy I'm getting behind you.
It's the same thing. It's the same
I'm not going to be polite. No, I'm polite. I'll push you in the front. I'm riding your wake. Riding your wake. Let's go.
Hey, I want to be behind you, man.
Okay, well, I'll
You can run. You can run interference.
I'll be the fullback. You be the halfback. And you're the wide receiver that's just blocking. How'd you do, Ricky?
Pretty good.
No se te ocurra. No se te ocurra. Dije, no. Escupir abajo.
Go, Don. I got your flank. That'll be nice.
Foto.
How's that?
No, scusa, come on.
I was here last year, but I didn't get inside.
Diga.
The line for the shed.
Well, isn't that nice when you have tickets?
Yeah.
You're big enough now, you can charge rent for this spot.
Like a billboard, yeah, I could, like by the square inch.
Here, turn around.
Where's Don? Don's in. Okay, Don's in.
Lose my phone.
I did.
You got the right idea with that stick.
Vabbè, ma l'anno si considera sempre il stesso. Mi sento troppo un turista, non sto vergognando di me stesso. Sì. Aspetta, siamo a novembre. Io ho la giacca addirittura. Ah, no, tu solo la pelle, ma io ho questa giacca. Sbagliato. Ah, vabbè, lì sì. Mi sembra di stare nella terrazza sua di presa. Non te lo fa.
It was a good time. And we spent one afternoon here. It's a little hard to see a lot.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Arrivederci Roma. Si spada qui da San Giusti.
Regarding
No sé si es esa, pero podría ser.
those we walk through, these are the originals. So the steps were originally in Traversin. Those we walked were reconstructed in the the bricks were too big. You recognize that here we are entering a heavily restored and reconstructed area. As our geologist has experted, what is it? And what is it? That's safe inside there. That one is while the northern side of the building is built on the natural rock of Rome, so Kufok is this side.
That's a couple I never had.
Io sto cercando di sopperchiare la tua.
Father straight here or here. So this is why Good. Now I hope that you can all find a good place. This is all you standing on my this side. You see, look at me. You and you couldn't see anything, is it clear? Because in front of your nose there was a wall. Above your head there were seats. Okay. Only me. I had already left the dark corridor and I could see 70,000 people sitting around. Let us look again in this picture. I am standing at one of these exits. You see it? Okay. If we look to the other side, we see all the other exits, okay, corresponding to the same on my picture. Yes? Good. There is one good example. You look down to the first level. You see the seats are the covering of the corridor. Once they have removed the seats, we miss the covering of the corridor. Correct? So you imagine this piece of seats all around. Okay, we couldn't see those people because they were all covered by the seats. Okay, nobody could see you. We couldn't see people walking down there. So whenever we see a corridor, it was covered by seats. Now, the arena. Now, the arena covered all the underground, so extended all over the underground. We look at it. We couldn't see anything. What we could see were trapdoors. The trapdoors covered the 70 lifts, elevators. You see this sort of tower-shaped constructions. Huh? These were exactly our elevators, our lifts. Yeah, they were topped by a trapdoor. Okay, in these small lifts, they kept the small and medium-sized animals that could be lifted up by human force. Okay, so the slaves. So slaves lifted up to feed the animals. Another slave opened the trapdoor, and the animal was ready for the hunters. Okay. The big-sized animals, too heavy to be lifted up. Look, there were 40 big-sized cages. If you look to the other side, you see these sort of arches in bricks. Do you see it all around with a door, a gate or something? You see it, okay? This was reserved to the wild, dangerous animals, and they had an individual ramp each, which is reconstructed down there. Maybe you can see it. Okay? Can you see it? This, why? Because these animals, they were extremely aggressive, they were hungry, and in that way nobody went in touch with them. Someone opened a door and the wild animal walked directly onto the sea. Okay? Yes, there were different corridors that we're going to see in a moment. Now, because now we walk to the best spot, which is over there. Once we are there, we will really embrace the whole Colosseum, and it will be 100% understand. Good. And yeah. The birds regarding the Christian persecutions. Well, you know, all stories, the stories regarding the martyrs. They were stories written, published a long time after it took place. So for historians, they can't be accepted as a historical resource because they were written a long time after. And particularly by the Winners, and the Christians were already ruined.
The winners always write history, right?
Is not acceptable. Now, what can we say? We can say a couple of things with it. We can say that surely no spectacular killings of Jesus, he was crucified outside the city of Jerusalem. Peter was crucified outside the city of Rome in the Vatican. Paul was beheaded outside the city. The slaves of Spartacus, they were crucified outside Rome along the Appian Way. Stephen was stoned outside the city of Jerusalem. So, this is the city center. That, particularly in the 3rd century, which was a century of anarchy, a century of terrible, bloody competitions between several different powers So the question was that you were exposed, you had no weapons, you had no shields, yeah, and this was condemnation of the criminals, of certain criminals. The Christians could be considered criminals as they refused to venerate the official gods, and they were subversive, yeah? Okay, so it might be that among those criminals that they were Christians. Anyhow, it thanks to the veneration of the martyrs by the popes that the Colosseum is so well preserved. And well, they had built altars. They had even planned to build a church into the Colosseum. You see on the left-hand side there is a cross. The cross was erected in 1750. Was on the left-hand side. When the Colosseum became officially consecrated to the martyrs. Okay, since then the popes had actively preserved the Colosseum, and the Pope does the Good Friday procession in and outside the Colosseum, so still in memory of the martyrs and of course of Jesus' suffering. Now from here we have this outstanding we are now in front of the entrance, which was reserved to the Latin. They had their housing and schools on the other side. So they had a direct entrance, okay? Then they moved to the right-hand side to the Emperor's Strip. We will be there in a moment, okay? And then they started. The underground is also well understandable. You see that they are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of lifts, elevators, so we could see trapdoors. In between, you see corridors. The corridors running on 2 levels. Do you recognize it? Because up to halfway, they are sort of pillars. Yeah. So there you imagine a wooden floor which disappeared. Okay. And then the central cut was used for the big objects. Okay, to be lifted up like the trees, like the ceilings. My goodness. Do you have questions? You want me to shut up?
They still do tours down on the.
Yes, the underground. Yes, they do. That's what my
Yeah, sir?
It's a good way to make money, but honestly, especially for the groups of 8. So even a small group like that, we have to be But I tell you, especially, I don't know your experience, but my experience is if you stand in the middle of the buildings, you don't understand anything. Yeah? So if you are deep, you don't really orientate like you are. It's my personal thing. Yeah, the bird's view is
Yes.
Sometimes I can't hear you.
sorry. For the view.
Is it good?
Yes. Walk into the terrace and push it. We can take a wonderful picture. Because it is a great area. The art tries to see that the initial description is in statues up Christmas. And then absolute sacrifice. This is a large. Then we like to see part of the Palatine Hill. Then spoken. Then you see Wait, so these markets?
No, no, quello è bello.
Assicurazioni di
I use in my mind also to images like dangerous, yes,
C'è ancora presto? Wow.